happy. I guess I shouldn't sing that. It's not the holidays anymore. I just like that song. Do you guys ever just sing that like?
How did we?
Mid-spring.
I mean, sometimes it depends.
Happy holiday. I swear I can sing. Last episode did not show that.
We all come from theater background. That's
Everybody
the part.
here. I have a musical theater degree. Degree. I'm certified to be bad. To dance for peanuts. What do you think I'm doing here?
Your best, and we're also live.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the Wayward 7. My name's Will, forever DM as always, and we have another exciting episode. Episode 120.
Woo!
Oh, alright, I do that every time because I am still shocked that we're still going and you're still watching, so thanks for doing that. Before we start though, I'm confused what's happening on either side of me. I am going to switch to the boys camera. Boys camera. Hey, what's up?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wayward 7. We have another oh wait, you did that already. Yeah, I was looking for Tony the Hawk. Because today actually is National Velociraptor Awareness Day, and Tony's not a Velociraptor, but he is a type of raptor. Is that right?
Yeah,
yeah. Will knows. He has a degree also in that.
They coexist harmoniously for now.
He has a degree in dinosaur music.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Jurassic Park the Musical.
Yeah.
Man, dinosaurs are pretty great. I'm just a big fan of like old things in general. Like, wow, this has been here for so long. Like, our channel's been here for a long time, you know? Isn't that wild?
Oh my gosh,
it's 120 episodes, which, you know, snaps or whatever for us. So, you know, practically speaking, with how short everyone's attention spans is on the internet and the life of memes and jokes, you know, we're basically dinosaurs at this point. Yep. So,
true.
If you want to appreciate dinosaurs, go ahead and subscribe to this old channel that's been going for 120 episodes. We'd really appreciate it. It does so much for us, and it also does something for you, because then you're not going to miss out on any of the content that we roll out, whether it's more dinosaur singing or anything else. You won't miss out as long as you subscribe and turn on that notification bell.
Awesome. Thank you, boys. Girls.
You know what's cool? Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know what's also cool? Following us on social media.
That is
I'm
cool.
Wayward 7.
That is
It's pretty cool because we have some pretty cool content that's also good for your short attention span.
If you just want to see the highlights.
If you want to see the highlights and you're like, oh my god, that's so cool, I want to see the context of this, I want to watch the whole episode, then you can like see those as a sneak peek, and then you can go on the YouTube channel.
I think it's worth mentioning, there's a lot of jokes and things that happen that are really funny that we can't really put into shorts.
Yeah, because
because
it needs so much context.
Yeah, you
which
need
you
a
can
lot of
only
It's
get
long-form
by
comedy,
watching
guys.
us.
It's long form.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then there's also some other fun content, which is there.
All right, thank you, girls.
Drawings of dinosaurs. Those are on there.
We need to draw Monday too.
Oh,
Monday 2.
Long forgotten Triceratops. But anyway, yeah, check out that. Check out our little sketches. I think that, you know, we've determined this is a comedy chiller despite people dying on the previous episode.
Well, comedians die all the time.
Exactly.
Ooh, let's just roll intro.
Eclipse. Shadows in the falling light, a fate eclipse pulling me tight. I'm reaching out but slipping away, can't keep the tide at bay. Running out of endless time, falling out of our storyline. Every heartbeat echoes loud in the dust left in the ground. Sun dips low and shadows creep, dreams we swore we tried to keep. But the night calls, pulls me close, through the dark I'm chasing ghosts. Fading eclipse, the final sign, running out of endless time. Running out of endless time, falling out of a storyline. Every heartbeat echoes loud in the dust left in the ground. Sun dips low
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
Took me a second.
Wasn't
Sorry.
silent.
So, last time we left
Tap
off, they're all talking about
you know.
past deaths, how they died.
'Cause
Last
we're
time we left off, the party
Died.
had some interesting conversation, or at least Herb had a very interesting conversation with this gilded cloaked figure, and they fought a very familiar celestial being, seemingly coming out of the rift associated with the frail moon. The party got their butts a little bit kicked. They kicked a lot of butt too.
I took no damage.
Herb took no
I
damage.
took no damage.
Stani took no damage. Keesphere took no damage. The survivors survived.
This-
That's
Those who are assigned to the front
non-existent.
line wiped out. Complete, a total annihilation. But
all
those,
those who never got closer than
Yeah.
50 feet.
yeah, all those who
Survivor's
stayed,
guilt, non-existent.
non-existent.
Group.
That's how it works, guys. That's the party dynamic. But regardless,
Winners
they
so
came
well.
out victorious for the most part. But there are still death saves to go around. So
I don't have survivor's guilt because I'm
very
better.
very short intro. Let's go ahead
I
and open up
deserve
everybody
to
else.
live.
So, starting at the top of the round, Gwen, death save.
Six.
Failure, 2 failures.
That's 3.
Oh, that's 3?
Yeah.
Oh, you automatically failed 1. That's
Yep.
correct.
Guys.
Does anybody have any inspiration they want to use, or
Yes, use my inspiration.
okay,
Please,
you
God.
can use that for that.
Okay, 17.
17.
Wait,
One
you got a
success.
6 with or with
Advantage, yes.
I didn't even say anything.
Maybe
You
I already started
preemptively
this
said
episode.
that.
You Maybe the
thinking
problem
it.
was Reagan
You
all
were
along.
thinking it.
I wasn't.
I think it's secretly Jack. So, all right,
Some checks
Icarus.
are showing
That's
the
a
seed of bad
I'll roll
roll.
for Evan.
6.
failure.
10.
That's what you get.
10 for
For
Chris.
Evan.
Oh, I think 10 should just succeed, right?
Yeah.
True
Yeah,
resurrection
so-
scroll.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm keeping track of his.
So,
Oh,
Icarus,
Chris.
you're at 2 failures.
That's right.
Chris is at 2.
1 failure, 1 success.
Okay. Mistani, you're up. You see your friends bleeding out on the deck. What are you doing?
I'm going to run over to Gwen and cast Cure Wounds
Okay, that's your action.
at third level.
Gwen, you're good. Is that the end of your turn?
31 points.
That it? Mistani?
Yes.
All right, Herb.
I'll cast Healing Word,
Okay, bonus action on which one?
Chris.
On Chris? Okay.
Wait,
How many?
right? Alright, who else is down?
Chris and Icarus are both bleeding out. Both are looking rough. Do you
I
He's
can
looking
help
rougher.
one of them.
I think we're both at 2 failures.
I think they're both at 2 failures.
Chris is at 1.
Oh, 1 failure, 1 success.
I'll help Icarus.
With a healing word?
Yep.
Healing word's a bonus action. If you have an action to heal or
Yeah,
a
I
potion,
can
you
also.
can heal Chris.
I'll Cure Wound, Healing Word.
Okay, there you go. So with that, everybody is brought back up to safety. With that, I'll stop keeping track of initiative. Put that out.
Okay.
So,
Healing
As you
Word. Wait,
oh yeah, go for it.
9. And then Cure Wounds for Evan is 8.
8.
9 and 8.
Okay, nice. So, everybody is up. Barely alive. Some people have sustained some serious injuries. Icarus, everything kind of feels liquid and crunchy in there. When you're in a very similar spot, you guys both got pretty roughed up, but as you look over, you see the fading corpse of this Valkyrie-like entity. Just,
Can I take anything from it?
you run it over.
I'm ambling over.
As you
It hurts to breathe.
Yeah, as you kind of crawl, ambling over, you kind of see it falling back to one knee and just kind of tilted back, the head towards the sky.
Gwen is like,
You see the eyes dart to you. As the small kind of glowing moon dust fades, the wings kind of disintegrating into nothing. Thank you. Before reaching to the side and pulling out the hilt of a sword, it falls to the ground as the rest of the body vanishes. It is a large sword.
Can keep it.
It's chipped, shattered. Make an insight check.
Yeah, Gwen is gonna go over there too.
Sure.
4.
4.
Can
Go ahead
I-
and make an insight
Can I
check.
put my hands on it?
Sure. Make an insight check. You guys can all do that.
I'm going to add my
While they're doing this, can I see if there's been any significant damage to the ship?
There's several holes. Most of the damage looks to be on the upper deck. Nothing done to the hull.
Okay.
It's cosmetic. It'll buff out.
Like, that's what I'm checking that's actually what I'm checking to see if it's
Yeah.
just cosmetic or if it's anything.
I would argue, while you definitely can't move things as freely as you could before, just by eyeballing it, no major damage to the hull or any structural integrity.
Okay.
29.
29?
15.
15? I'd say Gwen, you recognize this hilt of a sword because it's the same sword that was used to threaten you multiple times.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And while you never saw the blade itself, this one is chipped, shattered, broken, still in a somewhat usable state. And I would say you recall in those spin cycle of attacks, you do remember seeing it. But this is a very similar sword to Aloria's.
I'm gonna grab it.
Make a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
Well, yeah, because you have
Miss
like
my little demon.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You need to pick a side.
I'm working on it, buddy. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 14. Can I? That 14 with disadvantage. Does that? Hold on. Let me check this before I ask. Okay. Does that fail?
Yep.
Okay. Can I use? I don't know. Fanatical focus. Reroll. Am I still raging? Or did death?
You went unconscious, so.
Okay, never mind.
So 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to reach out your hand, and it stops. And you just feel it pull back, and you take a few steps back.
Watch this.
Herbie, grab it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like 4 times the size of you, but yeah, you... You pick it up.
So what do we do with it?
I want to take it, but
Do you want it?
You Gwen backs away as soon as you offer.
I want it, but I Gwen does not want it.
Can I fit in my bag of holding?
I mean, how much crap do you already have in there? I'm pretty sure...
Can somebody put it on me?
I don't think it's at max capacity because I tried taking out a good bit of Professor Charles' stuff out.
Okay. Put in a bag of holding?
Mhm.
You slip it in, falls in.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was getting a weird call.
It's your conscience.
No, no, it is not.
So okay, I just so I can understand the mechanics. So Gwen, does she feel like she's being forced to back away from it, or does she feel the
You don't want
innate?
to touch it.
Okay,
You don't want to touch it.
okay. Then okay, she's just gonna be like,
Sudden urge, just not to touch it. Don't get near it.
okay.
All right. So, as that happens, you see members of the crew begin to emerge from below decks. You see Sasha kind of pop up, look about.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go over to Sasha. The danger's gone. It looks like it's only cosmetic damage done, but we can help repair it.
It's fine, we have shipwrights for that. She kind of yells back down beneath decks, and you kind of see several, and kind of, all right, Captain! Heading out. And eventually, boards are brought up. They start to replace what they can, do what they can. But things kind of settle, Sasha. The hell's was that?
She was there for a Frail Moon event, correct?
She was, yeah.
Do you remember the moon events?
I remember something about the moths or something.
Same thing. It's the same kind of effect.
That was the same moth?
No, not similar. It's
It was
different.
one big moth.
It's different creatures every time, but it's the same thing that happens where time stops for those with amulets and a creature appears. It's all
What does the
tied to
moon look like
everything.
now?
That crack's still there.
And I point up towards it too. She came from that.
Yeah, Icarus, I'd say it's noticeably different. It's fractured, almost. You see, she looks up and she's just, oh, by the heavens. That can't be good.
Yeah.
Are the silver bolts that I have, are those like the diamond ones that they kind of lose their effect once they're used?
Yeah. I'd say.
What about the one that missed?
Minor bullets.
I'd say the one that missed you can go pick up.
Okay, I'll get that back.
I can't get my bullets back, can I?
No. Gotta go get some more pre-blessed bullets later.
Can't bless my bullets.
They're not musket balls. Go back another age and maybe you can work your way through that.
How far have we traveled?
You've maybe gotten maybe 100 feet outside.
I was gonna
of the
say, not very
docks.
far.
Yeah, time was stopped for a hot second.
Okay.
And then the helm was unoccupied, but
Okay. I have thoughts, but I can't.
do you want to go inform Callisti of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So she kind of guides you back down through the hall. Come in. Door opens. You see Callisti at her desk. The hells was that?
Do you remember what it is?
Unfortunately.
Same event happened. Different.
Moths?
No. Keep going. No, it's different creature. It was.
What was the creature?
A Valkyrie of sorts.
Like Rossian myth Valkyrie.
Yes.
It looked to be of a specific religion. One of Saloon?
A saloon Valkyrie?
Something.
Saloon doesn't have Valkyries.
Then maybe it wasn't a Valkyrie, it's just the best thing that we could compare it to. It was stone, statue, wings,
Woman with wings.
moonlight hair.
It had moon crescent armor.
It looked similar to. It had the sword similar to
I pulled the
sword
Asimar that we.
Not overly religious, I don't.
Well, the creature disappeared after defeating, but this was left behind, and I pulled the sword out.
You kind of put it on the desk and it's a big sword. Right. And you said it's celestial in nature?
It seemed to be, which is interesting, with comparing it to the rest of the creatures we've fought before. Undead, fiend, construct. This is new territory.
Okay.
Which I feel like is no coincidence, especially with what happened in Ragnarok.
And it just attacked?
Yeah.
It was. It came onto the ship in a sort of cocoon-like form, and as soon as I approached it, it attacked.
Well, thank you for dealing with it.
There's no major damage done to the ship, just cosmetic. Sasha's and your crew are already working on that too.
She told me that there were several holes, but only on the top deck. Nothing piercing. That's good. Thank you. I don't know what to make of this. What does it mean?
That's Keysphere.
Try to piece her.
Yeah. Do you know anything that this could mean? Have you had encounters with Saloonite beings?
Can I pay attention to what he's about to say?
Make an insight check her.
Can I chrono shift that?
Sure.
19.
Saloonites, fickle beings. I don't quite know what you want from this, but it seems to... I agree, it looks Selûnite in nature. The creature certainly resembled something that would descend from the Moon Maiden.
I'm just asking, like, has this been a problem in the past, or have you?
I've never encountered such a creature.
What do you know about the moon events in general?
What? Man's had a tent with all the moons on it.
About the moon events in general, they have been going on for some time. But not seriously until months ago.
How long have they been going on? Because I know that during the Champion's Pursuit, we dealt with them. How much longer before that have they been going?
Not long before the Champion's Pursuit.
What was the first one you encountered?
I encountered one maybe a month before that.
And what was the entity you dealt with, if any?
It was a writhing monstrosity, tentacles for head. Small.
Nothing major, nothing destroying.
It proved to be troublesome at the time, but
More like a pest.
yes,
So they've only gone
Up in scale.
up in scale.
And that's been our experience.
certainly.
Do you think that with what happened back in Ralkenfar, with my father being sent to the Vale, I feel like that has correlation with us encountering a celestial being for the first time. Because we've been dealing, like I said, it's fiends, the undead, constructs. This is the first time that it's been something else. Fiend and celestial feel like they do not under the same, you know.
Well, I would also point out that there are two types of fiends. There are devils and there are demons, and they do not mix. If you encountered a demon, it was not brought upon by a devil.
Do you think there's a tie in between Saloon and the Vale?
What'd you roll earlier? 19? I would say there's always a chance. The gods are fickle. Their meddling causes chaos unbeknownst to others.
Can I roll an insight to see if I feel like he's hiding or like holding any information back?
Sure, make an insight check.
Don't see crap. 1.
That's okay.
It's
Seems
fine.
to be telling the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Yeah.
Nastani wouldn't have any knowledge on Saloon or Saloonite.
Make a religion check.
Can I check
Check what?
for Selûnite?
Just checking knowledge? Sure, make a religion check.
30-20.
30, 20?
Not religious. 12.
12. I would say, Nastani, you know of Selûnites. They're not uncommon in Ralkenfar, especially the city of Eternal Night. I'd argue that there's a decent sized temple in Ralkenfar, and those throughout Arksa are not small, for sure. You know that a lot of them kind of live in their own kind of communities, if outside of the big cities. And I'd say as far as you know about Selûna, she seems to be a benevolent goddess. But
She's got any enemies? I know the
she probably has a lot of enemies, as all gods do.
One in particular.
What are you wanting to know?
I just didn't know if she knew any helpful information.
So you know about Selûnites.
Well, if we're heading to Ralkenfar, because that's where that portal leads, there is a Saloon temple there. there. Maybe we can gain more information on her and her people there.
We also need to go, or, well, we don't need to, but Aloria did mention a temple near Basilica that needs to be rebuilt, and that,
She was a former member of Suluna's personal guard.
I feel like she might be a great asset if we're looking for allies. An Asimar and a goddess.
How, with the Frail Moon events, because the cycle of the moon has been unpredictable,
Mm-hmm.
how much, I guess you could be asking this to Keysphere, what is the range of time between these events now?
I was unconscious for who knows how long, and we have been gone for who knows how long.
Fair.
From what I can surmise, we've been gone for a week or two. Just simple realm travel does that.
Well, we can ask Sasha and Callisti, how long has it been since the Mortivis one?
Yeah, sure. I'd say, it's been about a week and a half.
Good bit of time has passed.
And that was our most recent one before this, right?
If I had to guess, if it's been that long since the last one, it seems to be on their whim now. Give it a week most for the next one.
How? And if you don't know the answer, this is fine. I think we can find this out. But how tied to the moon is Seluna? Does
Yes, in Keysphere?
Yeah. Does she have control over the moon? Has she lost control of the moon?
One
Or
might
does she just protect
consider Suluna is the moon. That is her domain. She is the goddess of the night sky.
Right.
I would argue it is a parallel.
So do you think she's simply trying to fight back against the forces that are using her?
Or she's causing it.
She's causing it. Well, I don't know how.
I'm not very religious.
I know. I just talking to Aloria. I don't know how willing Seluna would be fighting alongside of undead and pit fiends. Since, I mean, she considered me evil due to the pit fiend that I'm working alongside of.
I would say that Eloria is not under Selun's influence anymore, and I would also say stranger things have happened.
Well, this being expressed gratitude when we killed it.
Did it?
Yes. Almost like it didn't want to be doing what it was.
Then perhaps it is worth investigating.
And that further proves that if Paris is a pit fiend, or not a pit fiend, an archdevil, it makes sense that Seluna has a natural enemy with Paris.
Potentially, the gods and devils are... they're not so juxtaposed as you would think. It is a relationship that they share. With Asmodeus, is casting down made a deal with the gods. In fact, I would say that they're rather on the same side. The devils keep the demons at bay. They take the
But if the
evilest of societies, and the gods take those who worship them.
right,
It's a symbiotic relationship for the most part.
but if Paris is going against that symbiotic
Also not
relationship,
unheard of.
then perhaps Seluna is trying to put her in check. Or I don't know enough, but
All I do know is that gods themselves cannot interfere directly.
Right.
They are locked beyond the divine gate, so their influence is limited by the followers and those loyal, such as Eloia or any other followers they might have.
So any actions that a god might take is through their followers.
A vassal, yes. A proxy.
The moon with like the cracks. How close are the cracks to like covering the entire?
I mean, there's a large one that just spans across.
Like how close is it to the edge, like to where like the moon would be cracked, like severed in half?
Close.
And this has been like the crack has been forming more and more with every.
A fissure opening up.
I fear that the next event that will happen might. I don't know what will happen, but like it seems as if the moon might split.
Well, that would be very bad.
Guess. And if this is at their own whim, we don't know when that might be. Whether they're going to save it for something.
I think it's important to note where they draw the power from. I don't know, but I think you have the right direction to start looking. If the moon is cracking, if Saloon is suffering, or even aiding in this, then perhaps that is a good place to start.
Yes. Yes, I do think that. I mean, because the portal in Cart will take us directly to Alcatraz. We can talk to Deviri there. We can go to the Temple of Saloon. And then, from Nastari's knowledge, like there's obviously there's a portal in Cart to Valkenfar. Would she surmise that there's portals to other places in Arxa? Okay. Well, that could be another question for Deviri. And then, from there...
To the primeval coast.
Temple of the Waves.
Temple of the Waves. Maybe to that temple out of Basilica. And then I think once we've done all that, we're in Calliste's office, right?
Yeah.
We gather everything we can, whatever information, whatever allies. If all goes well, we take all that, kill Praeris in Basilica, go to the Hells, kill Praeris in Hell.
I think if we stop by the Temple of Saloon in Valkenfar, if it's not too much out of the way, they might be able to give us more of a lead as to where the temple is as well, because I just have a general area. But they might know exactly where it is, and we won't be
They
playing
should.
a...
Her make an
Guess
insight
we
check.
Is the company phone charge used?
I'd say it's about to turn over.
Another 19.
19?
Oh yeah, because we called Caliste to get on the ship. Caliste. Oh my goodness, I keep doing that. Caliste to get on the ship. Wait, but we had a long rest since then, right?
But it recharges at dawn, right? Not
Dawn, so
when it rests.
So, wait a few hours.
Once dawn hits, I'll send word to Deviri.
Or he is sending.
I would rather do it myself. I don't know how well Deviri would, react
Oh,
to
to-
hearing word
yes,
from someone
yeah.
who is not her
Or,
charge.
hear me out. Give me the phone.
No,
I'll call Deviri.
no, Chris. We're not
Yes,
gonna do-
Chris.
No. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? It's been, a week since we were last here, and last they saw is their king disappearing, and then a ship disappearing with me on it, so who knows what's going through their minds.
As far as the king, I think it was expected to some degree.
Well, yes, I do think so too. But regardless, I will be the one to call at dawn.
Right.
Is that Jean in the corner? Is like
Sure, leave me out of this.
Keep your glitter paws away. Kidding, I did not. Gwen did not say.
Bugbear slinks away.
Please.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of this.
I don't either.
This is the first time that we've dealt with celestial in nature, and also them thanking us for killing them.
It feels nice to get a thank you.
That's crazy.
Finally, we got to thank you for killing. We've been doing it for so long.
I got thrown
A
overboard.
little
Tornado
recognition
spin.
and
That'd be
appreciation.
Really nice.
All my ribs are broken. The thank
My
you was
my
awesome.
ribs are
Thank you
broken.
is very appreciated.
Liquidated my insides.
Hey.
I appreciate the thank you. Real sees real.
You have a green amulet, don't you?
Game recognizes game.
Yes.
So you were in the room.
For like a split second.
Did you see anything from the bird's eye view?
Wait, Keysphere? Was
Forgive
Keysphere
my
in the
joke.
room
No,
as well?
Keysphere was frozen too.
His amulet got yoinked when he got killed.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you
right.
see anything from your point of view that was different from what we dealt with on, well, ship?
I was just watching through like Chris's eyeballs, or just like right above.
It was
him?
like a pool of liquid.
Yeah,
like
it was
looking in
just-
the water.
I just saw those two.
Was anybody in there with you?
Were there any other pools that you could look through?
It was just
Like
the one in the center.
anyone else with amulets that we don't know about?
It was just the pool in the center.
Her, go ahead and make a deception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And the rest of you can make insight checks if you want.
I will gladly make an insight
Very insightful.
Oh,
I trust him.
oh, you're telling us, boy.
27.
26.
10.
4.
Flare! Above your head.
What are you lying about?
I walk out the door.
Herb.
No!
Herb.
No,
Yeah,
no,
sure,
no,
you
no,
walk
no,
up.
no.
I stopped the door.
Huh? I mean, he's already gone.
I'm following him. Excuse me. You give crap to us about keeping secrets. What is this?
Are you withholding anything helpful?
Not really, no.
Then why withhold it?
Because
He's
I
probably
don't know.
embarrassed. You're probably sure that his underwear.
There wasn't any bathrooms in there.
Just that pool of liquid, you don't want to know.
It's like a dream, right? You went to school.
Okay, Chris.
Boxers or briefs.
You're the only one that gets dreams. Like,
I mean,
What?
Chris, you don't make me laugh.
Just-
I have a broken rib. I can't.
Ha ha ha.
oh,
then what is the point?
Just give me like a night. Just give me like one night.
Okay.
One night,
Okay.
and you'll tell us.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you lying?
No.
No, okay.
Herb standing outside the door.
Yeah.
As
I
long
go
as
to my room.
You go to
the room with
the
everybody else.
communal rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
The first space.
As long as it's not withholding anything helpful.
Can I cast sending
Sure.
to Eloria?
Okay.
You guys look away from the camera. I'll show the camera what.
Or,
Wait, can you turn on this camera?
Oh,
or you can
Oh wait,
just-
that's. Wait, yeah.
It's DM. That's the DM.
Are you
character.
trying to tell me a secret message they shouldn't hear?
Those two. Those two.
Well, then just.
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
This is to
All of
like.
you, earmuffs. Earmuffs.
yeah. Sorry. I forgot we can do this.
Yeah. Close your ears.
This is to.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
So,
I want her to research.
so tell me what you're telling her. What are you saying?
Can you please do me a favor? And I'll do you one too.
Okay.
Please research the king and yellow. That is what he said, right? With King on.
Sure.
Research all timeline,
Research what?
like all the history.
Okay.
Please, 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 please.
Okay. You're good.
Okay.
There is
My
a.
ears hurt. I'd rather just leave the room next time.
Well, it was supposed to be only 25 words.
We've set that precedent.
I would say you hear Lauria's voice pretty quickly. All right. You'll have to contact me if you want to hear back, though. Call back in a day or so? Okay, bye.
XO.
Big kiss.
www.
Big kiss. Big
Big
hug.
Big hug. Big hug.
All right, so that's what you do. And nobody's around to hear that. So,
Except for like that random like deckhand who's just like trying.
What are you talking about? That sounds very crazy. Why do you need to research that? That's weird. Like a mustard. Do you need mustard?
Yes.
Is that why they call you that?
Yes.
he wants my-
They call him Colonel.
so,
Colonel.
the rest of you still in the office.
I guess once dawn breaks, I will contact Teferi. I'll let you know when I hear back from her.
All right.
I'm going to go back to where we've all been chilling, and I'm going to read my book until dawn.
I would like to also rest and read my book.
Okay.
That's what R&R stands for.
Yeah, there you go. A little R&R, rest and read.
Gwyn is gonna find somewhere private. I mean, like, I know we're on a ship, but like as private as she can get.
Room closet.
The latrine.
Climb up into the bird's eye
It's
nest.
not a real crow's nest.
Ever.
You start to go up there, and the guy, wait, it's not real. It's not real. It's not a real sail. It's just an illusion.
You need to put a sign or something.
Well, it's not stable. It's just a pole.
That's
it's not really-
It still needs to be a sign.
Well, if you go up there, I'm worried it'll break.
What do you say?
I'm saying you weigh more than the pole.
Just
Don't climb up the pole.
Just say that to a lady.
Just go to the toilet, have your confession like Total Drama
You're a
Island.
lady?
and-
Yes, a woman.
A woman that can punch you really hard.
Yeah, Gwen, certified
She
illusion.
can't
I'm
jump.
out.
Oh, I'm not.
Certified illusion.
She just sends like a
Sure.
glare. Anyways. I mean, as private as I can get. I don't know if there's.
The latrine. I'm telling you.
That's fine. I'll go to the. Okay. She's gonna tune into her sword.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Sure, you're really disappointed with that performance and all. I have a question before you yell at me. Get to take the silence as me getting to ask my question. So, how do you feel about Seluna?
She is a goddess, like all others. They serve their purpose.
So you've worked alongside her? Symbiotically?
I wouldn't know. We've never made a pact or deal. But if I received one of her wayward souls,
Wayward.
How many?
I don't really care.
So, that sword earlier?
Leave it be.
Okay.
And if you wish to continue our deal, I would suggest stopping this effort to break our contract.
Who said I was trying to break the contract? I'm just asking questions.
Your thoughts betray you.
Do they?
I'm never far.
Well, I will say this. I need to be stronger than what I am. I'm not dealing half as much damage as my companions.
perhaps you should look at your own performance. If I recall, you were bumbling about and tasted the ship deck multiple
Okay.
times.
Okay, listen. I knew this was coming. Anyways. No, I get that, but when I'm not doing that,
She smothered herself in mashed potatoes.
I'm going to put this in your eye. When I'm not doing that, and I am deadly hits, I'm still not getting as much damage as...
I recall you hitting quite hard when you focused, when you weren't tasting every inch of wood.
Okay, we've already gone over this.
Yeah.
Listen. She's a big fan of it.
Were the barnacles to your satisfaction?
Salty. It's the ocean.
Okay, I was asking for your help,
gotta
but if you don't want
splinter
to help
her.
me...
Oh, you received my help in more ways than you know, such as being able to walk
Yeah.
and live and have your own opinions.
Do I get my own opinions? I wasn't allowed to touch the sword.
Oh, that's not an opinion.
That's impulse.
Sometimes the reins do need to be pulled.
So, you...
So just keep that in mind.
I've got it in mind. I just think there's more to that than I'm being informed of.
More to what?
Your relationship with Saloon.
My relationship with the saloon is my relationship to all deities.
So even if the sword belonged to...
If it belonged to Pelor, or Timur Shontea, I would have treated it the same.
Alright.
Do better.
Trying. I asked for your help. Don't say I didn't ask. 'Cause I did.
There comes a point where you must take responsibility with what you've already been given before you can ask for more.
I'm trying.
And you're failing.
Okay, well, I don't know what more I can do.
Not eat the deck of a ship
Gross, eat this. Gross.
3 times.
What's in my book? What am I supposed to do when a Valkyrie throws me across the ship? Okay.
The fiends are do better. Be better. Don't suck. Maybe like don't.
Okay. Alright, well, if you've got nothing else for me, then I will go. She's gonna, or try to, I mean, I guess it's up to him, but she's gonna try and end the call.
Sure. Going back to the reading corner.
Yeah.
Everybody's
she's
got a
gonna,
little book.
She's gonna rest. Or try to.
Yeah, Chris is reading Moonshadow. The others are
It's our book club.
What is everybody doing?
Reading.
Reading. Taking it easy.
You wanna join? I know you got some time magic books.
Do I? I think I already read all of them.
You've read your books, yeah.
Hey Chris, does you like almost dying count for me reading that?
What?
I haven't read it.
I'm still here. So no.
And I plan for you to still be here, so like
The letters are intended, as Gwen walks in, as the message after I'm gone of things that need to be completed that I can't.
why is mine so
For as long as I'm here. There's some things that I don't
I'd
want
like
you
to
to
say
know.
I'm under different circumstances, so...
I did not get a letter.
Jean, I also did not get
I also did not get a letter, but maybe.
You gotta write your letter for John and put glitter in the letter so then when
It's
he
actually-
opens it falls
Yeah,
out.
Sasha, are we getting letters?
It's actually, there's no words in the letter, it's just glitter. And he's really happy about it.
Keyssphere, you get 2 letters. The first one's F, the second one's U. F, U. Keyssphere.
A cryptogram.
What does it
Decipher that one.
Also, while you're
I
at
love
decipher
puzzles.
this,
So,
I read.
reading.
Yeah.
I'm reading.
Intelligence checks.
Woo, let's go.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Alright, put a marker down.
Woo!
Is a 13 gonna make it?
Double check. I started scrolling through all my notes. I'm going to say yes because it was either 13 or 14. All up.
Alright, I'll take it.
13.
13.
Calling it. It's 13 now. We're making an addendum. If it isn't.
If it wasn't,
I'm
we
DM. I
started
make
to
up the
understand
rules.
these
I'm
better.
just going to call. I'm just going to call. It's fine.
That's
You,
what- that's what
you
I
got
said last
10
week.
more.
It's literally whatever you say.
So, you guys read.
I read until dawn.
Herb, you doing it? You read until dawn. You're skipping long rest.
What?
Are you skipping long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make another intelligence check. Herb, you do anything?
Oh, can I take my resurrection spell?
Sure, the scroll.
Uh-huh. And can I put it into Glyph of Warden?
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Go for it.
Can I put it in like a little tiny slip of paper?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
This
Look at
guy.
that. Look at that. What's the trigger for the Glyph of Warding?
Can I have 2 or?
How many scrolls you got? Oh, of Resurrection?
Yeah.
You got 1 scroll, so 1. Because you cast it while casting Glyph of Warding, and it'll stick.
Can I do on my death? Is that
On a piece of
possible?
paper? I would say you have to interact with the paper somehow.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you could put it like on the inside of your armor. Whenever I hit the ground, it activates the spell, but, you know, it has to be a physical activation.
I'll do
Whenever I
voice.
chant,
Yeah, I'll do voice.
okay, what's the voice?
I'm dying.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll do I'm dying.
Okay, I'm dying. All right, cool.
Make sure you write that
And
down.
anybody says it or just you?
Just me.
Okay. You should probably write that down.
Yeah.
Should you say that ever again, the glyph will go off as long as it is within range.
22.
22? Mark off another talent and take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Let me take a look at what happens at a point of exhaustion.
You get disadvantage. First point of exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks.
How long do we have to travel for?
On the boat,
Yeah.
if you're waiting it out,
Couple days.
If we're going to cot,
you go into cot.
Yeah.
I would say, so you could either be dropped off in Hamar or Coley. And I would say from experience, you guys know that the walk from Coley to Cot is a few days.
What about a drive?
A drive would probably be shorter. But I would say on ship, it'll take you 4 or 5 days.
well, I'll stay up too then.
Okay.
I'll keep reading, and then since I'm not getting a long rest, can I put in a short rest to recover HP?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So first, let me roll for reading.
Okay.
That's a 7. Am I able to tactical mind
Sure.
on that check?
Sure. Why not? You got it. Use it. 12.
Can I inspiration this?
Sure.
Okay. It failed, so I don't lose the charge.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. New roll
You beat both.
is an 11 that now has a tactical mind
There you go. There you go.
of 10, so 21.
21 success, right? Mark it off.
All right.
Another tally mark.
And a level of exhaustion, and then I'll roll for a short rest.
I would say as you guys are kind of waiting. So, what is your plan again?
We're going to, while we were on the Champion's Pursuit, we discovered a portal that was northwest of Cot. And we were able to teleport to Ragnfall via Cot there. So I'm going to contact Daviri to gain access or request permission.
You plan to walk there?
Drive there to Cot.
I could take you to the Barren Flats.
Which part of the barren flats?
Path by the river. King's Crag is where we travelled
Yeah.
upstream. If you would like me to take you down around that space.
Yes, maybe in the morning. Yes.
Alright.
That would be nice. But
It would
I
save you precious time.
it would have to hear back from Deviri first.
Alright.
Just because last time we did go through the portal, we didn't know that it would lead to Ravenfall. And the professor that was with us did get arrested for walking out of the portal and onto Oxen.
Can this friend of yours teleport?
Huh?
Can this friend of yours teleport?
Deviri? No.
Do you have any friends who can?
Aries? Right?
Yeah, Aries not.
I do, yes.
Perhaps you should get into contact with someone like that. Once you get to your city, probably expedite some processes.
I can do that. So contact Deviri, then once we get to the city, contact Aries. But that is the plan. We'll be in Ravenfall. We'll discuss. We have questions for Deviri. Then we'll go to Temple Saloon, see if we can get more answers about Saloon. And go to Primeval Coast.
Understandable. As for my part in this,
Well, we know that you have plans to go after Sota, so we didn't want to.
yes, but I don't presume it will take too long.
Once we have a more solid plan on how and when we will go after Paris, we can always contact you.
All right. We're on the same team here. Don't forget that.
I do, I know. We have the same goal.
These pheromones cannot be allowed to persist. You saw what the last one did. You see what's happening to the moon. Never mind the goddess. Should the moon itself break, all chaos will go. It is far more important than just a object. Not to diminish what it represents as well.
Well, surely somebody in the City of Eternal Night will know something.
I should hope so. Let me know when you want to be teleported. I'll take you north of Court.
North of Court.
I know a shipwright in King's Crag, a location that I've been to a few times if you would prefer to be there.
Would the portal be closer to King's Crag than Court?
I would say, yeah, it'd actually probably be a lot closer looking at it. Yeah.
King's Crag might be
On the Rossian side of King's Crag.
the Rossian side of King's Crag, yes.
I can do that too.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, I suggest you get some rest if we're going to be leaving soon. Dawn is in not too long. Time is precious, especially now. Not so endless as it once seemed.
I can't take a long rest because I was reading, but I can take a short rest, which using that feat I used last game,
Okay.
I can, instead of gaining temporary HP, the let me pull it up so I'm saying the right things. The tireless feat.
Okay.
I can, on a short rest, I can reduce my exhaustion level by 1.
Okay. There you go.
So
Go for it.
Can we all mark off a long rest?
Mm-hmm. Except for Icarus and Stani. Go ahead and mark. Or I guess I can mark it off Icarus if you guys don't have access.
We don't.
We don't.
Oh no, who is that?
Oh no.
She's back.
Jumping jacks.
You jumping jack square.
And once Dawn emerges, I do have a 25-word sending
Okay.
ready for Deviri. We are safe. Requesting travel permission to Arxa through Cross Portal along with my party. We have new information regarding latest battle. Send word. I counted it out on here. That's 25, right? I counted it out on my thing. I have it written down.
Okay.
I counted 24.
Keys, keys.
Send love.
Love.
Hate.
Bye.
I would say it's a little bit of time. I'm not really in charge of that, but I can ask. We are currently in the middle of rebuilding. Please be patient. I'll find Ares.
The note was originally intended for Deviri. It several times was changed over.
So, I would say, dawn has come, it has arrived. Nastani has taken a 30-minute power nap for the day. And the rest of you waking up, but Nastani eventually, maybe an hour or two later, you hear, "Hello? Hello, can you hear me?"
Yes?
Well, it's been some time since you ran off, gallivanting. Tell me, how's your travels been?
Not great.
Really? Was traveling with the homeless man and going after all that not working out? Fugitive life not suiting you?
Well, it's gonna have to keep suiting me for a while.
Clearly. What was this Deviri was going on? Something about a portal?
Yes. There's a portal in the mountains northwest of Kot in Ross.
Ah. The old war tunnel.
The war tunnel?
Yes. That you found
Yes.
some months ago.
Yes.
It is not active anymore
What do you mean it's not active anymore?
because I disabled it.
Why?
Because it was a tunnel that led directly to our capital city. It was seemingly forgotten. A major weak point, you must understand.
I mean, I do understand, but the only reason we got through is because of me.
Your father was the one who ordered them to be closed.
Okay, well, then that's fine. Like, I'm not complaining at all.
I can see about reopening it if you need it.
We needed to come to Ragnfall if we could gain permission, access. We needed to speak to Deviri about.
Things are a bit hectic here. It's been some time since you've been back, I take it.
How long has it been
About
since?
a week and a half.
Sorry, we did a bit of realm hopping.
Right. Well, I'm sure it's a fascinating story and you can tell me all about it when you come here in person. I will go to the portal and open it up for you. Please do not try to go anywhere but your intended target.
Wait, it goes multiple places? That-
Yes, they do. They're all interconnected. Think of it like an anthill.
Okay.
But that's the problem.
Is that it's an anthill?
There are many entrances and many exits.
Okay. Okay. We'll be there shortly too. There's a lot to explain.
I'll be there by the end of the day. Wherever you are.
Okay.
We'll say 16 hours.
16 hours. Okay. Thank you.
Aries.
Of course. You should call more.
But I didn't know.
Connection severed. So, there you have it.
Okay.
The rest of you?
I go to. I tell the rest of the crew, not crew, us.
Yep.
So 16 hours from now we can teleport now.
From here or?
Key sphere, question.
Yes.
So the point that you can teleport us to that's
I know the banks of the river quite well.
How much, based off of like the location that Keyspear can teleport us to, how long travel-wise would it take to get from there to the portal?
I mean, from Cot, it was maybe a day's kind of journey on Mount. I would say from where they are telling you, a few hours.
So we could teleport there like midday and then travel there and get there in the time.
Aries would pop it.
Yeah, true. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go to Callisti with this
So
information.
we've got time for another long rest.
If you want.
Woo! An actual long rest or something.
I'll actually take.
I'll actually sleep now.
Like another day.
You have another 8 hours or so. I mean, you guys can sit in there as long as you want.
I'm gonna read my book for the first half of it.
Okay.
And then do a real actual rest.
Okay. So make that intelligence check with disadvantage.
Is there like a trading facility? I don't know if I can do anything to like help myself.
I'm going to go to Callisti with the new information to just let her know what our plan is,
Okay.
and I'm going to do the same as Zagreus.
Okay. So you go into the Callisti with the plan.
I'm gonna try the
What'd you get for reading?
a 4, and I'm gonna try a tactical mind.
Okay.
Is my reading also
If I get-
disadvantage?
Are you still exhausted?
Huzzah.
If I get a max roll, I can read. It's a 2.
Max roll.
You win some, you lose others. What can I say?
I took exhaustion for no reason.
You kept reading the same sentence over and over.
That's
You couldn't
another
comprehend
point of
it.
I got halfway down the page, and then I was, oh, what?
Yeah.
23.
23? Alright. Mark another point. Okay, so
And mark a long rest, finally.
you guys have 8 hours to do.
I know. I'm trying to think. I want to like try and better myself, but I don't know what.
Hit the
to
gym.
do.
Reads a self-help book.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know because I mean I'm trying to work towards a feat, but I'm not.
Well, then I'll
I
talk to her.
can't like.
Herb, you do anything?
I'm gonna go to Keysphere.
Sure. Keysphere's reading.
So what's your plans?
For
I
when
don't
we
give a shit.
separate?
Yeah.
To go find Isota. Reconcile that. Perhaps see what was lost. I know Airmail already, but there are other things I'm concerned about.
So like, I was wondering, like, why did the Carrefour get split up again? Like,
Make a persuasion check.
Where is this happening?
What is Gwen doing?
I don't know.
Tell me what
Well,
Gwen's
that's
doing.
what I'm saying. Like,
8.
well, Chrono shit.
if they're in the hammock room, then
Lots of people are reading books right now.
14. I'm not really good at
14.
persuasion.
Okay.
that's why I'm asking where this is happening. Because if they're in the hammock room with Gwen, then I'm trying to listen in.
Okay. I'd say they're in the hammock room. You can hear this conversation. You're right there. Like I said, I am not who I once was.
Just go ahead and stop talking. Just follow me. I'm gonna go to the front of the ship, or the top.
Up to the top deck. He's here, kind
Gwen's
of
following.
closes the book.
Sneakily.
Sneakily. Make a stealth check.
Okay, well.
Can I also check?
Yeah, you can check for Gwen. Roll perception. If you can't quit, please.
I got a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20? That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I have a feeling
I only got a 10.
Yeah, I would say you and Keysfer stand up, start walking, and Gwen stands up slowly. Keysfer kind of stops. Is this a group discussion?
No.
You don't know where I was going.
The intent to hide your eyes is otherwise.
Yeah, the
You've already got your bandit mask on.
behind a barrel.
Stretching.
Oh, I was looking for my ring. I dropped it behind this barrel
I'm just
here.
gonna go ahead.
My sword! There it is!
That's so crazy.
Christ.
Can't you?
Gwen, are you
I'm just gonna.
still gonna try following, or
I just.
they know you're there?
I know.
You can also speak mind to mind like I do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll do the tiny hut.
No,
The
I'm
tiny
not.
eye.
I'm not gonna follow. I mean, I can anyways, but.
You gotta go into the other corner of the
I'm just gonna go where we were gonna go originally.
up on top deck.
Yeah.
Are you telling any of the people on deck that you're casting tiny hut, or are you just gonna go?
I'm
for
not gonna cast tiny hut.
it? Okay, so you guys head back up
Yeah.
there. Gwen.
Gwen's just not following.
Okay. Gwen picks up the next copy of Moonshadow, or
No, I don't know.
Take inspiration from Moonshadow.
oh, you could. That's a good source. Maybe look at what others are doing. I've been reading Moonshadow. It's been working great.
I mean, we have seen the
I mean,
result
to
in
be
battle.
fair, yes.
Chris has only improved since reading Moonshadow.
Yes.
Yes.
But
He
statistically,
actually
I
has.
cannot improve, and that's what I want to do.
So,
But if you read Moonshadow, you might just be better. For example, there's this really cool part in Moonshadow where he jumps down the set of stairs.
Gwen is disassociating.
he has these things called moonarangs.
Gwen is literally just staring at the wall.
Maybe you should get some moonarangs. He's really good at parkour.
Do you have moonarangs, Chris?
I'm working on it.
Okay. When
My
you
hammer
figure
kind
that
of works
out,
like one.
when you figure that out, buddy.
So, you and Keysphere go to the bow of the ship. Kind of crewmates working around you, moving crates. Folds arms, kind of leans back on the railing. What is this about?
Why are you lying to me?
Lying? About what?
About everything.
Well, that's quite the broad subject.
Karani, you remember everything. And I know you do.
Make an intimidation check.
I need like Chris to like
Stand behind you.
10.
You could have had me. I have intimidation.
I don't know what you're trying to get at, Herb. I thought we were past these games.
I thought we were too, but your games never ended.
My games?
I feel like you're trying to amend a failure of the Care for All.
Make an insight check.
19 plus 26.
Nice.
The posture changes. You've said something that struck a nerve.
What I'm trying to do is what's best for everyone, bar those who are trying to actively destroy everything.
What'd you guys mess up on?
Make a perception check. Or intimidation.
I thought this was 12. Not good at these.
I don't think we messed up on anything. What is a mistake, though, is going about and trying to put wedges in our common goals. Who have you been talking to?
I don't think that will change anything in that what the goal of this conversation will have. What was the mission that you were on? And I want honesty.
The mission I am on is to stop the frail bones.
No, what was the mission that the Care for All was? You were one of the last living members.
It's been the same as it always has been for centuries and eras. You can ask Xanith. They keep dangerous magic away from dangerous people.
Or were you trying to take magic from dangerous people? You didn't prevent anyone from having it. Well, I'm sure you did. But you were trying to take it from maybe a certain person or certain group that has always had it.
What the Kefara took, they needed to. Not just for themselves, but for the betterment of everything. You have seen how dangerous the modicum of magic you have gained is. You see what happens with it every time a frail moon appears. Are you so blinded by your ambition that you cannot see that this does not need to be in any other's hands?
I'm not saying that it should be or shouldn't be, but I do want to know why you've been lying to us. I know you remember everything. And what happened with the veil?
What gave you this notion?
What happened with the veil?
The veil has always been there. Nothing has happened to it.
What was the Carefar's relationship with the veil then?
There was no relationship. The dealings did not cross paths.
The dealings?
The veil is the dealing of the gods, not to be tampered with.
I was told otherwise.
That you should tamper with it?
No, that you meddled with it.
Make an intimidation check.
I think you've had a long day. You've had a long night. And while I assume you vanished during the frail moon, I think I have an inkling of who you were talking to.
Kishver, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna help you now, but I need to know everything if I'm going to help you.
You don't.
And I think it's very humble of everybody in the group to restrain their reach for power. But I think you guys might have overreached once, and that's what happened.
You're welcome to your assumptions. Your opinions are your own. People make mistakes. We all have to atone. One way or another, in this life, the next, or the one that is given. And I apologize if you're caught up in someone else's, but aren't we all? It doesn't matter where you're from, whether you are reborn as a plant, you are doing someone else's bidding in some form. I don't ask you to do my bidding, but I do ask that you do the bidding that is needed. Needed to continue your existence and everyone else's. I'm not asking for your loyalty. I'm asking you to focus on the bigger picture. I'm aware of the hostilities that are afforded to me. I'm aware of the mistrust, and I'm not saying it is unfounded. But I have afforded the truths that I can. Who are you going to trust, Herb?
I haven't made that decision yet. But if I'm going to trust you, I need to know what mistake that you're trying to fix.
It's not mine. We'll call it a generational issue. Is there any other thing you wanted to talk about, or are you done pressing? I've told you what I will. I've told it everything you need to know. The rest of it is inconsequential. But if you wish to keep driving stakes, opening this fissure between our alliance, between our relationships, that is for you to decide. But I'm telling you, we need not fight. You have your secrets, and you know damn well I have mine.
But you do remember everything.
He's walks away. With that, Herb, you are left alone on the bow of the ship.
Do you have Xanath with you?
No, I have Xanath with me. He's been mirrored to my hip.
Also reading a copy of Moonshine.
Okay.
Turn the page.
I will wait until the day passes.
So, you guys wait around for a few more hours. You guys ready to go, or
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many hours
you get 8
has it been since?
since that conversation?
Not the one that I just had, the other one.
The amulet
Just
conversation.
saying.
I mean, it hasn't been a day, if that's what you're asking.
You'll probably have to wait until like we're in Rockenfar to.
Okay.
So, everybody done on the ship? Anything else you guys wanted to do?
That I can think of.
All right. So, that being said,
And Stani writes everything in her journal and draws a picture of the Valkyrie.
you guys get to Keyspear or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Next
gonna
steps.
go just to let Callisti know that we are teleporting away.
Go tell her thank you.
Yes, tell
Yeah.
her thank you.
All right. So you get your formalities out of the way with Callisti, with a sharp. Remember to keep in contact,
Yes, we will.
especially since you're planning a big move in Basilica. Keep me informed, but make sure you are not being watched
We can try.
as best you can. And do be careful. We all need each other. See it through. So, that. You head over. Keysphere has the teleportation circle ready. And with that, you all join hands and the floor drops beneath you. White, cloudy vision. Until you find your feet on fine grass. You hear babbling river. But you guys are back in a country you haven't been into in a while. Good old Ross. Barren Flats. Not too far from where this journey all started. But with that, I think that's a good place to call it for tonight's episode. Shorter one,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
but we've got some stuff to pick up, and I don't want to start anything without, having acceptable ending point. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching so much. Before we go,
Make sure that you subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you
Yes.
don't miss out on anything. It'll be cool.
And if you think
Yes.
we're as cool as dinosaurs and velociraptors, then you can follow us on social media too, at the Wayward 7.
Yeah.
And leave us a comment. Tell us what's your favorite dinosaur.
Please
Mine's a
do.
Utah raptor.
Oh.
Mine's Monday too.
Monday too. Well,
I do like Velociraptor.
Velociraptor's
So it's
cool.
a good day for me.
Pretty classic. Yeah. I like Pseudoceratops. Really cool. Really cool. Look it up. It's cool. It's got a little Texas Longhorn action.
Can you
Anyway.
tell this is his degree?
Now sing about it.
More. Oh no! I gotta dance. No, Jack, do you want to tell us your favorite dinosaur? Everybody else did. All right.
Wait.
Spinosaurus.
I know it. I know it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's a Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
classic,
yeah.
classic,
That's
That's
classic.
a good one.
So make sure to check us out on our socials at the Wayward 7.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for Will to sing about dinosaurs next time.
On
The
the Wayward 7.
It worked. I did it, guys.
Yeah,
I
that was
said
good.
it.
That was good.
I did the thing.
Under the full moon we stand. Time slips away like rain so sad. In the path of the fallen sun, our endless race has just begun.